Welcome to the 10th video of visualization in Python series. In this video, we are going to see how we can plot pair plot of data. So first I will import all the necessary libraries like pandas, matplotlib and seaborn. After that, I will use the penguin dataset from the seaborn library. So I will load that data from seaborn and store it in a df. So if I check for my data frame, so this is my data frame. It has species, Iceland, bill length, bill depth, flipper length, and body mass and sex of the penguin. It's a data about penguin, so it has information about which species it belongs in which Iceland. Then the bill length and the flipper length. So what is bill length? So that you can see it here that this is the bill of the penguin and this is the flipper of the penguin. So that information is also available in our data set. So let's try to plot a pair plot for this dataset. So let's see what is pair. The pair plot is a visualization that plots the pairwise relationship between all the variables in the dataset. It is a useful tool for exploring the data and understanding the relationship between the variables. So pair plot is used to get the visualization of the data in a dataset. So for each pair it will plot a chart, and it is useful for the exploration of data when we are doing the exploratory data analysis. In order to understand the data, we use the pair plot to quick understanding of the data by visually looking at it. So that's the use of pair plot. We can get the chart. So let's see how we use. So I will use Seaborn library for pair plot. Then the pair plot, like this pair plot. In the parenthesis, just I need to give the data frame. So I already created data frame of penguins dataset. So I will give that dataset to the this pair plot. So it will plot. Let's see, let's wait for a minute because it has a mini chart, so it will take some time. Yeah, it give the chart like this. It give the combination of chart like histogram and the scatter plot. So for each pair it have the scatter plot. So here we can see that it will plot a histogram for the marginal plots, like for the build depth and the build depth, it have the histogram because it's a univariate, same column, so it show the univariates. That's why it plot a histogram. All the other pair data it plotted a scatter plot. By that we can understand, by this histogram we can understand the distribution of the data. Then by the scatter plot we can understand about the relationship between the data. So for each pair of the data, like for the body mass and the bill length of here we have one chart that is scatter plot. We can understand the relationship between that. Here it is showing the positive relationship, like that. We have the flipper length millimeter. We have the scatter plot here for the bill depth in millimeter. Like that we have the scatter plot for each pair of variable, that column. For the same column it matches, it will plot a histogram. By that we can understand about the distribution of that data. Then let's do some customization here. So here I have the relationship, but in the data I have the categorical column like species, Iceland. So if I want to get the scatter plot for different species, how can I use? In the previous video I told about the HUE in order to show the different categorical differentiate the categorical features. So I can use that here also. So if I want the scatter plot for differently show for the different species, I have to use the HUE as my species. Here I have the species as my data. Here we can see that yes, E species, like species. If I use this, let's see what will we get. Let's wait for a minute. Yeah, let's see what will we get here. Yeah, we got a scatter plot, and in the previous we have the histogram in this place, but whenever I use this HUE, it will show the KDE plot, means kernel destination estimator plot, instead of the histogram. So here we can see that in the scatter plot we have the information for each species differently, like here the sky blue and the orange and green for each different species, and we can understand by here that for each species by using HUE. So here we can see by using HUE the histogram has changed to the KD plot. If now I want that histogram back even in this situation, what can I do? I have to use the diagram kind. So like here diagram means DIAG underscore the kind. If I change diagram kind to hist, it will give the histogram back for each species. Let's see, let's wait for a second, like yeah, it's loading. Yeah, we got our histogram back. So here we can see the histogram for all the three species, like in the color differentiated, like the blue, then slightly the orange and green, like that we can see the histogram and the scatter plot for the each pair of data. Then next we have to see about something more in this. So if I want the particular kind of chart, let's say here in this pair plot, if I want particular kind of chart, means if I want a just KD plot, then if I want just a histogram, then if I want just a scatter plot, how can I define that? So for that I have to use the kind. So if I use the kind is equal to, let's say, the hist. If I use just hist as a kind, let's see what will we get. We have option like hist, scatter plot and KD plot. Then let's wait for a minute, like yeah, it's loading. Here I change it. Yeah, I got only the histogram for all the species, like here. So if I just want a scatter plot, the possible scatter plot, it will plot a scatter plot wherever it's possible. Scatter, if I just use scatter over here, it will plot a scatter plot for the each pair of data. So kind is scatter here. Let's wait. Because it have multiple chart, it will take some time. So it gave the scatter plot for the each category, like here. Then if I want just want a KD plot, let's see what will we get. First I will remove this so that we can get better. So kind is equal to, if I use the KD, let's see, the kind is given as KD means kernel destination estimator. So if I use that, let's wait, it's loading. Yeah, we got only the KD plot for the each column, like here. So KD plot is not possible to draw a combination, it only for the single column. So here we can see it for all the column it have the KD plot. So this is not valid. So it have the KD plot, like that I can change to histogram, KD plot or scatter plot. So this is the one other customization that offers by the pair plot. Then here when I said like before kind, so if I just plot a the pair plot for this, it will show the histogram as well as the scatter plot. But in the result we can observe that let's see, yeah, in the result we can observe that we have the histogram for each column and we have the pair of the scatter plot. So but here the scatter plot is repeated for the same columns. Here we can see that this, and so here we can see for like the here this one and this one is same, and this one and this one is same because the combination is repeated here. The flipper length here is also there, then here is also there flipper length. So that's why the scatter plot is repeated. So if I don't want this extra scatter plot which is repeated, what can I do? I can just use the corner is equal to true. If I just use corner is equal to true, it will remove the extra part which is repeated and it will give only the unique pair of scatter plots. So here we can see that the extra part, whatever we had in the upper side, it was deleted just by using the corner is equal to true. This is how we can get rid of that extra mirrored scatter plot, and we will get the unique scatter plot for each variable. So here we can for body mass and the build length we have this scatter plot, for the flipper length and the body mass we have this scatter plot, for the flipper length and the build depth millimeter we have the scatter plot, and for each univariate we have this histogram. This is how we can do some customization in the pair plot. So this is about this video. In this video we understood about what is pair plot. So pair plot is a quick chart. By this we can understand about the distribution as well as the relationship between the data in our data frame. So this is about this video. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.